We got a new roadmap. Although the bad thing about it though is that we still don't know when the missing 4-star gonna get released finally. Bestow of Power and Bestow of Fame final chapter is happening within the next 2 months. In Bestow of Power 3, you are navigating the ship and going to the sea battle with Tetlock, while in Bestow of Fame 3, you are going to a new town called Burking Village, and that's when beneath that town is a new dungeon, and that is where you confront Seraphina. I don't know what they call Bestow Series final chapter when we're still gonna have Bestow of All after this, because technically it's still part of the Bestowers, so it's not the final chapter, right? What this means is that this is referring to the interlude that happened between Bestow of Fame 3, and it's gonna set up the story that's gonna happen in Bestow of All. World Cup is happening next month, which means that all of you are screwed, because compared to Yanlong fight, Lago is way harder. Like, I rather fight Yanlong 3 times in a row than fight Lago once. His fight is just annoying. New floor for the main tower in Tower of Trials. There isn't much to say about it, other than the fact that once you complete floor 100, you have enough material to max out the sword that Fanes give to you. At level 4, that sword has more attack than any sword from Bestow of Power or Fame, which means that you're not getting a better sword until Bestow of All started. Warrior and Hunter training basically mean job tower, which is where you go and bring character one job only of that specific job inside the tower, and you get reward by completing 5 floor and 5 EX floor. A new weapon type called Soul Weapon, which is the new default weapon that's gonna happen from now on. Any new weapon we're gonna get after Bestow of Fame 3 will all be Soul Weapon. Even the Alive weapon we got last week in JP version is also a Soul Weapon. To explain it the easiest as possible, Soul are a modifier to a weapon, and it modifies what a weapon can do and cannot and give it bonus attribute. And the soul that a weapon can get is dependent on the weapon they are, not as in the weapon type, as in the weapon series. 2 out of the main 3 series of Soul Weapon I cannot talk about because they are relating to Bestow of All spoilers, so I cannot talk about it. The one series I can talk about though is Fortune Weapon, where you can min-max a weapon stat to fit the character better, and this Fortune Weapon is extremely beneficial to character who is the opposite of their job, like Tikulin, Eliza, and Yanlong. As an example, you can give a 600 power elemental sword to Tikulin or 600 physical attack stab to Yanlong. Fortune Weapon is not on this roadmap though. They get unlocked by another mode, but that mode is not on this roadmap, so I assume that it's gonna be on the next roadmap. So don't expect that when the Soul series weapon come, you can make your own custom weapon yet. You modify these stats by using the Soul system, and I will talk more about them when the time arrives. Among these souls, there's one soul that can increase the damage cap of a particular weapon. So you have one of your attacker equip this weapon, they can hit over the normal cap of 99999 damage. Oh, and one last thing. Soul are kind of like artifacts from Genshin Impact. Just don't get too tilted farming for them, okay? Master Training is the level 100 tower, which means that you have to fight level 100 NPC in that tower. The reward for doing it is a copy of the accessory that you get from beating the NPC in the overworld, and also rubies, so you have incentive to do it because there are rubies in that tower to be collected. And lastly, it's the big first anniversary for the EN version of the game, which confirmed that the 3 Tyrant will be the banner for the first anniversary. Also, since the villain is getting a banner in the first year anniversary, I think it's safe to assume that we might get memory unit before the first year anniversary, because in the JP version, we got a memory character like Richard before we get character like Herminia, Titus, and August. And that's it for the roadmap. Hopefully they release some of the missing 4-star for the job tower because it will make it easier having them. But if they do not, then we're just all gonna suffer. And that's it for now. Goodbye.